Welcome everyone to Project Protein. I'm Jason Catalano, and on this channel we're all about a high protein diet. For this video, we're going to be going over the Jack Skellington Protein Breakfast Smoothie, and this is part of our Breakfast Smoothie series. Alright, so let's give a little bit of an overview for this particular protein breakfast smoothie. It comes in at about 450 calories, 51 grams of protein, and really kind of the main stars of the show is going to be the blackberry and pumpkin, so it's kind of a blackberry pumpkin type of protein smoothie. And I modeled it after Jack Skellington just because he's, the nightmare before Christmas, so you think very, very kind of fall, Halloween time, Christmas time, kind of a combination of both. And for me at least, I kind of get that feeling with the blackberry here. And the blackberry is going to provide a lot of good, obviously for Jack Skellington's black and white character, and the blackberry represents that, kind of deep and dark. And for me, the immunity that it provides is really good during the winter time. 7 grams of fiber as well for 1 full cup, so lots of fiber coming through on the blackberry. And overall, it's going to make you feel pretty full and give really dark and rich type of, for me at least, flavors. And the next thing that you're going to get here is some pumpkin. So I have a half cup of the pumpkin. Pumpkin, once again, really good for the fall time, fall flavors. Everyone loves kind of, pumpkin type of recipes. So definitely the pumpkin's definitely noticeable in there, and you get a lot of good nutrients with it. Half a cup, so it's not too much pumpkin, but you definitely get enough good vegetable to have during the fall and winter time. Next one that I really, really like here is the Jello Pumpkin Spice. So going with the pumpkin theme, you're also during the fall, it really makes the pumpkin shine through. It definitely adds a lot of thickness to the smoothie. And for me, it just really kind of makes that pumpkin flavor really come through, just like you would think for Halloween. Next flavor is the Hazelnut Creamer. You can find this at Walmart, any other grocery store. And for me, it's pretty basic creamer, but just the hazelnut flavor. When I was in Germany, when I was stationed there, I actually had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and it's one of the greatest coffees I've ever had, and they actually put hazelnut creamer in there. So ever since then, it was like October, November, it's in the fall season, I always just kind of associate hazelnut with that fall, winter time period. And it does give a little bit of like a nice little nutty flavor, so that's not just too deep and dark. And then the cream really makes it taste really rich and full. Last but not least, really, really good protein powder here. Purely inspired, this is the French vanilla. It's organic, it's plant-based. I really like the company as well. They sent me a bunch of theirs to try. I have to admit, for plant-based, it actually doesn't taste too metallic or too weird. Stevia really comes through, so it sweetens it up a little bit more than most of the other protein powders. That's why I like Purely Inspired. It gives a little more sweetness than the other ones. And then it's got really a host of other good kind of plant-based proteins, which for me at least, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I don't get enough vegetables in my diet, so that definitely helps out with that. And with that, let's go ahead and make it. Well, first flavors coming through. Definitely the blackberry and the pumpkin definitely are kind of together. Pumpkin actually might be a little bit more prominent flavor with a slightly less blackberry, but you definitely get both right up front. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely a pumpkin, a little bit less blackberry, but they're kind of molded together. A little bit deep and dark and rich with the blackberry. Not too sweet, definitely more on the richer side, more decadent side. Good thickness in it. Definitely one of the more thicker smoothies I've made. And one thing I can say though is the Purely Inspired Stevia particularly definitely is coming through really nicely here, upping the sweetness just enough to make it not too bland and boring. But the big thing I'm also getting is the Hazelnut Creamer. This on the back end is just shining. It kind of makes it kind of this pumpkin, blackberry, kind of boring in the beginning, and then it's like hazelnut. And it just makes it like, whoa, really, interesting. So for me, the hazelnut at the end really kind of is eye-opening. It's a great flavor to finish off this smoothie. Love it during the winter time, lots of fiber, lots of immunity. And if you think about Jack Skellington, I want you to think about this smoothie as well. You gotta try this one yourself. Thank you for staying tuned all the way to the end of the video. I definitely appreciate it. And if you can go ahead and smash that subscribe button, you're gonna get more high protein recipes just like this one. It's gonna help you with weight loss, building muscle, and just better nutrition overall for the day. It makes it a lot easier. And if you also leave your thoughts in the comments down below, I would love to hear your thoughts on this recipe and any other type of videos you want to see on the channel. I'm here for you guys. I want to be able to make content for you. So with that, leave your thoughts, and I definitely appreciate you. Thank you, and enjoy the Jack Skellington Protein Breakfast Smoothie.